The unknown airing of the Twilight Zone episode, Miniature, in color. Sometime in 1995 on the Sci-Fi channel, they aired a marathon of episodes and one particular one I had never seen was shown in color, which has never happened before on television. The episode I had recorded was the episode, Miniature. The shows were introduced by Jack Klugman, famous actor from The Odd Couple. During the introduction, Jack Klugman said the show was rarely aired because of legal issues about the episode itself, but he never elaborated about it. They were airing it on the Sci-Fi channel, but he never said it would be in color, only it was being aired, period. This was from the 4th season, and the reason it is so rare is because apparently it has never been released in color on DVD. I have found many releases on VHS and DVD, but not one ever had the scenes in the dollhouse colorized. Here for the first time, they are presented in stills, because, I know YouTube would say it's copyright to show the episode. Robert Duvall played a shy and naive single man who worked a normal office job with other workers, had no friends, no girlfriend, no anything. I can relate to his character because I'm the same way. He would go to the local museum to look at the many artifacts they had there. Being in the 1960s, there wasn't much of anything else he could do but read or watch television. The episode began with him seeing the different rooms of the dollhouse in black and white, then over time he began seeing them more and more in color. Only 3 rooms of the dollhouse were ever shown. The main sitting room and the bedroom. The hallway and front doorway also were shown in color, but only a few moments in the episode. I know the Sci-Fi channel most likely got this rare release for a one-time airing because I have never heard of it happening again on video. Why would they do that just one time? Maybe because people are so paranoid about classic television staying in black and white. They can't accept seeing a classic sci-fi show being converted to color, so they did this one episode with a twist. Another thing to mention is that the Twilight Zone is owned by CBS Television. At the time that the Sci-Fi channel aired the show, it was Viacom itself who released this series for airing. Paramount and CBS jointly own the rights now, but at that time, it was only Viacom who owned it. That being the case, they most likely had a colorization company to sneak in this one episode in color to see if anyone might notice it. I did, and I tried finding a clearer copy of the episode in color, but the releases that have been made since never have done this again with the colorized scenes included. It's like the subject I did in an earlier video about the I Love Lucy series. Why can't companies like Viacom offer the classics television series that originally were in black and white in color? I Love Lucy has been released many times on VHS and now DVD, but not once in color. Oh yeah, they market the product with color reproductions of the show on the cover in color, but that's it. Someone high up in Paramount must be sucking their thumb thinking, we can't mess with a classic show that was in black and white because the fan base would never forgive us for it. Wake up call everyone. They already colorized Bewitched in color, I Dream of Jeannie in color. When will Paramount wake up, or even 20th Century Fox? Hey, Warner Brothers itself has still not released Gilligan's Island Season 1 in color, have you noticed? A VHS set of the first season was released, but they are so hard to find now that hoping for that chance is slim to almost impossible to hope for now. At least one Twilight Zone show has been made partially in color now. Whoever would have thought it would be done in such a sneaky way as they did it? Think of the other classic episodes like The Last Palm Bearer, or Time Enough at Last. Those episodes that dealt with atomic bomb detonations. They would be worth seeing in color. Color brings life to old classics, so why can't they see that? I inquired about why I Love Lucy hasn't been released in color. One comment said CBS does air some shows during Christmas in color. Well, that's not really a right way of showing some and not all for everyone to see. Release all of them in color, I say. This generation will never be able to relate to this subject because they don't have the chance to have only one option like black and white. Everything is now color exclusively, so they can't appreciate it. One classic that has been colorized since its initial release on screen was The Night of the Living Dead. Remember that classic horror film? They finally released 3 different colorized versions. 2 on VHS and 1 on DVD with Michael Nelson from the Mystery Science Theater 3000 fame. During a reunion, the cast of Night of the Living Dead said only one release on VHS in color was close to the colors they wore for the show. They did say not one was completely accurate, so doing color can be risky when the cast is still alive and able to discredit your attempts to bring new life to old classics. I mentioned in the earlier video that they released The Invasion of the Body Snatchers in color too. Republic Pictures released it on television in color, but whether they did on DVD or VHS is still in question. I hope you enjoyed what few images I could snap for this video. They are rare glimpses of a classic that should be preserved in color too, but Viacom will most likely never do it. Neither will 20th Century Fox ever do Lost in Space. That would be outstanding to see the first season in color. The end.